It's good. It's good, of course, for Burnley, good, but it's also good for all the people around, because I think, yes, they won against Chelsea. Yes, Chelsea was one man down, but that doesn't mean too much against Chelsea. They came up in the last few minutes, but Burnley played really well, used their chances, and what I really like is what Sean Dyche is doing there. So they have a clear plan, 100%, and you can see it, and you can see it, and you can see it in each game. They don't make one step left or one step right. They stick to the plan, and that's so clear, and it's so difficult to play because all these players show big desire to defend all the situations. There's not one player in the team which you think, okay, he gambles a little bit in this or that situation. That's a big strength of Sean, 100%. So, and it's good that everybody knows that they had 2 away games, and these 2 away games they got 4 points from Chelsea and from Tottenham. So nobody should think that tomorrow it's an easy game for us. So, but we know, and that's something I have to consider when I think about the lineup. We need freshness in mind and in legs for this game.
Yeah, well, I think that's a positive in itself. You know, if you're not quite on top of your game, I must say, defensively, I thought we were excellent. With the ball, we've been operating, I think, to a better level with the ball in possession this season, and we didn't on Sunday. Partly down to them, and I made that clear afterwards. I thought they delivered a very good performance. Generally, I think we've had a very good start, you know, and a strong start in the sense that, as ever, we're written off every year, but we get that. That's not a problem. But I think the lads have done well to see through all of that, and they're focused on what we do and what we've been doing pre-season. We've lost a couple of important players. We've brought important players in. I think there's a healthy balance to the squad at the moment, and I've been really pleased with the start. And I still think there's more room for us to continue kind of flexing the squad. And you know, we went back to the 4-4-2 against Palace, and it didn't work as well as we'd hoped, although we won the game. We've shown with the 3 in midfield, or the 3 central midfielders, we've done quite well early season with that. So I think that's the flexibility that's needed, and I've been searching for that for a while since I've been here. But you need the right players, and I think we're beginning to get there. We're still, I think, a couple short in key areas, but overall I'm pleased with the squad now it's going at the moment. Yeah, well, I mean, you know, the outside view is often different to the inside view. We all know that. I've always made it clear that if we lose players, there's a great opportunity for someone else, whether that's someone we sign or whether it's someone in-house. It's the way that I operate. It's the way I want them to operate, to have that open-mindedness. And I think, I mean, it's early yet, by the way. We're not getting too carried away, but I think you'd prefer a good start than not. And I think we've had certainly for a club of our thinking from the outside, that is, I think it'd be deemed a very good start. For us on the inside, I think we know what we're about and we know we're capable. But I will say, even for us, I think we know it's a very healthy start to a season, what we've had. And it's killed a few of the stories off immediately. You know, it made me laugh. I think one of the pundits said, well, they've got to get back on their home form. I thought, only had one game. So that was an interesting one. But, you know, to get rid of to take away the fact you've already won away, you've now got your first win at home. There's 2 stories killed off straight away. So people just leave you alone, get on with your football, and that's what we intend to do. Well, I don't think it's that easy. I think, you know, obviously had a tough result last weekend. Different kind of result last night. I was there last night. A lot of good things about their performance, I thought, last night. Inevitably, you know, just they popped in with or got back into the game with a draw and had a maybe chance at the end. Seville, that is. But a lot of good signs, I think, from them. They're a good side, without a shadow of a doubt. They've got strength in depth. They obviously, with Mane not playing, but then Coutinho came on last night. He may well start. Another fine player. So we know the realities of it. We've learned, you know, over a couple of seasons, over the last 3, and particularly playing back-to-back seasons. So I think our players are aware these places are tough to go to, but I think we've enjoyed the challenge so far this season. A lot was made when the fixtures came out, going away to Chelsea, away to Tottenham, and now away to Liverpool. You know, we've delivered decent performances, I think, away, so we're looking to do that again.
No, I think that Arsenal is one of the 6 top teams in England, and I think that they have a really good squad and to fight for something important, the title in England for sure. For this reason, I think this is a massive game for us. When you play against Arsenal, it's always a massive game. It's the same when you play against City, against Liverpool, against United, against Tottenham. and yeah, I think in England there are 6 top teams, and when you play against one of them, is always a massive gain, and anything can happen. For this reason, we must pay great attention. We have to fight. We have to play a game against a rival.
You played on Tuesday. Arsenal didn't finish until late last night. Does that extra couple of days preparation benefit you?
But I don't think. I watched. I have watched the game, and Wenger, I think, rotated a lot of players, and a lot of players rested for the game against us. Yeah, I think there's not advantage.
One quick one, Antonio. Arsenal won the game last night by switching to a back 4. Are you thinking this morning that you might be playing against a team that will change its system on Sunday?
I don't think. But don't forget that Arsenal always played with the back 4. And then last season, at the end of the last season, they switched. They changed their system. But I think that they won't change against us. But for sure, when you start the game and you try to keep always the right discipline, but in both situations, I think you have to see very well if there was the red card or not.
Okay, Matt.
How is Danny Drinkwater?
He had a muscular problem in his calf. I think that is very difficult to see him before the international break, and yeah, he needs time now to recover, and it's a pity because he was starting to work and to improve his physical condition, and also to adapt himself in our idea of football. Now we have to move all these situations, and yeah, in 2-3 weeks, 4 weeks, I don't know.
Basically, because in recent years Chelsea had great teams always, and it was always difficult to win there. But our record against Chelsea recently has been good. We won last year here. We won in the FA Cup final. We won on penalties in the Charity Shield. So let's just continue to just focus on the quality of our game and not too much where we play.
Has the performance of Sanchez tonight, has that encouraged you that he's really fully focused on Arsenal now? He's the sort of player that
I have to see how he recovers, now from that, and decide after with all the players available or not. But he will be, of course, with us at Chelsea.
Arsene, you switched to a back 4 tonight, and not for the first time this season. Are you considering implementing that from the start soon? Are you thinking of doing away with the back 3?
I want to use both systems, when it suits the team or when we are in the need to do it. And I think because we played for a long time in the back 4, it's easy for me to switch from back 3 to back 4.
Arsenal, just how important is it that you get a really positive result of one of the top 4 rivals on Sunday?
It is important, of course, it's very important. And I believe that nobody would deny that. And that if you look a little bit at the league, you know that the positions in the top 4 will, of course, be decided by the quality of the results you make against your direct opponents.
Does it serve a big thing as well for confidence and for the league? Is it some sort of acid test?
Yes, of course. I believe that it was important for us to win tonight. It was important for us to win against Bournemouth because we had 2
results who were very disappointing. So it was important that when you go into big games like that you know that you can win.
Was there an inferiority complex against Chelsea until this last season or so in season 3?
No, personally I don't think so, no.
Awesome, the performance under Liverpool, does that make Sunday's performance even more important?
Of course, but I believe that we had a bad performance at Liverpool, what I never denied, and that should be even a greater motivation for us to turn up with a quality performance on Sunday.
Is that sort of focus going to the players? Do they immediately want to make amends after Liverpool?
Look, we do not too much look backwards. We know that we have analysed that well. We know that what we missed there is important. We correct it, and I believe basically it's focused on our performance and give 100% commitment.
Last one.
You maybe lacked a little bit of confidence against the top 4 teams away from home.
No.
The record is surprisingly poor.
Look, until December, if you look at my record, you will see I played 2 years in England in the Premier League without losing a game away from home. And last year, until we lost at Everton, we had not lost away the whole year, you know. So after that, we lost at Man City after Everton last year, and that's true that it gave us after a little bit a problem of confidence away from home. But I don't really believe in that. I believe the pitch is 105 meters long and 68 wide everywhere, and never in my life I could accept or understand that it's different away from home. You know, it's just a question of how much you want it, no matter where you play. That's about football. And so it's as well a good opportunity to show that we have that quality.
Well, Watford is just 2 points behind us. It's making an amazing start. He's unbeaten. He didn't lose one game. I was really impressed about his last performance in Southampton, where it's so difficult. In the first half, he dominated completely the game. It's a so physical team with Doucouré, with a fast players, with Gray, with Richarlison, and many new players, a good manager. What Silva has done in the last season in the whole city was amazing. So the team was in the bottom of the league, and it was amazing results, and because they lost at home against Sunderland in the last period of the season, if not the chance to keep in the Premier League. So he's a fantastic trainer. So immediately you realize how good movements they have. So, and of course Watford is always complicated. They are so physical team in the throw-ins, in the set pieces. They have an amazing backwork when they lose the ball. So quality in front. So it will be so demanding game, especially for the game itself, for the Watford itself, but especially just 3 days later, and in the trip to come back to Manchester, now travel to London, so not too many hours to the regeneration, but it's a good test. So the big teams always have to handle that. If you want to become a good team in the next years, in the team in this year and the next years, you have to handle that situation.